Episode 2 of my video game FLAPPATRON, available right now on Steam. You're liking that clickbait title, though I'm gonna get right into it. I don't like Oblivion, and I don't understand why people love it so much. How's that for a controversial opinion? Please don't just like my video, though. Please don't just like my video. Please hear me out, though, because I have got an argument why I don't like it, and if this is like one of your favorite games, it's like, for example, when you critique Joker. Like, some reason everyone's so protective over the film Joker. For some goddamn reason. I have no idea why. It's a good film, but it's not great, in my opinion. But, you know, whatever. Some reason, the Oblivion's kind of like the Joker of games, I believe. So, anyway, let me tell you why I don't really like it, and why, you know, I'm surprised everyone loves it so much. Now, you gotta bear in mind that I'd never played a game like Oblivion until I played Oblivion, so I haven't played Morrowind or Elder Scrolls, nothing like that shit. I was not really into that kind of thing, like medieval type kind of stuff. I was more of a JRPG kind of guy. So anyway, I played it a few years after it came out, so the graphics are like shit. Like, they looked terrible, the graphics. That was the first thing that I noticed, was the graphics were awful. The facial animations were awful. The voice acting was weird. Everything was just so stiff and strange, and I noticed off the bat as well, I don't like having a first-person camera with a sword. And you haven't got a gun. I just thought that was really weird to me. I'd never played a game where you do that, and just felt really unsatisfying to me. I didn't like it. And sorry about that, the postman showed up, wanted to say hi to me. So, he didn't actually want to say hi to me. He had an actual package for me in case you thought he literally came to say hi to me, because that'd be pretty weird if he did. But he didn't, so... Anyways, I played the game. I played the first part where you kind of in the sewers, and you... Basically, I got out the sewers, and I just thought, I don't care about this game at all, and I didn't like it, and I stopped playing it. So I gave it to Chris, who's my best mate. I said, look, I didn't really like this game, but hey, you might like it. You might enjoy it. You know, it seems like your kind of thing anyway, more so than mine, so here you go, like, give it a go. He played for an hour, so he didn't like it either, and thought it was really shit. So it's not just me. And I guess you could argue, oh, you got bad taste in games, and all this stuff, and maybe you're right, who fucking knows, but I have played a lot of games. Like, a lot of games. I like to think I've got at least, you know, I can admit it completely. This just isn't my type of game. This isn't a game for me. This is not the game I would choose to pick, and, you know, that's fair enough, right? It's like, I don't like sports games, really. I don't like NHL and Madden and all that stuff, and FIFA. I hate FIFA. Like, I'm not into those kind of games. That's just me as a person. Whereas some people, you know, love FIFA, but they would never play Final Fantasy X, for example, you know what I mean? Anyway, let me get back to Oblivion again. So, I gave it another go. I played it again, because I always find that with games, if I don't like a game after like an hour or two, I'll always go back to it to make sure I didn't like it, because I did that with Bloodborne. I hated Bloodborne when I first played that. Played for 2 hours, didn't understand it, didn't get it, went back to it. About a year later, absolutely loved it. It's in my top 10 games of all time now, maybe in top 5. I love Bloodborne, incredible. So I'm so glad, and that's why I always go back to these games, just in case. With Oblivion, I went back, and I actually played it for another maybe 4 hours when I was in Dubai. I lived in Dubai at the time. I played it for ages. And I'm 4 hours in, and I still didn't get it. I still was like, I don't understand what's so fun about this. The third-person camera is awful, which I like playing in third person, but it's so abysmal. The world is just empty. It keeps glitching. The dialogue is just boring. The characters are boring. The story is just... I don't even remember much about the story. I remember speaking to some king or queen or something. Oh, it was so unmemorable for me. And I know it's an old game. No, it was quite old when I was playing it. It was definitely a few years old at least. I didn't get it, man. I didn't understand why people loved this game so much. Like, if someone said to me, I don't like Breath of the Wild because the characters are boring, I'll be like, are they though? Do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of have a counter to that, because there's a lot of weird and interesting stuff in there. In Oblivion, they're all just the same. It's either a knight saying, you must pay the fine, or whatever, or there's just a fucking peasant walking around. With the same goddamn voice actor, it sounds like, half the time, and the lip syncing's all weird and stiff, and it's just... I don't know, man. I just don't care about it. I think because it's single player as well, offline single player, I'd rather just play an MMO. Like Final Fantasy 14, for example, has a lot of story stuff and whatever, but because it's an MMO, you feel more like you're connected to the world and everyone's... Does that make sense? I just personally don't like it. Now, to back up my kind of opinion on these kind of games. I've noticed, I think I just don't really like Bethesda games in terms of those types of games. I guess Bethesda RPGs. Because I actually tried Fallout 3 when it came out. Because I was like, okay, it's basically Oblivion, but with guns. And everyone's saying it's incredible, it's amazing, cool, let's give it a go. I play that, you're in the part in the vault. I just thought it was boring. I found the graphics fucking awful. The game was glitchy. The combat was clunky. The whole, like, when you pause the game and then you do the percent and you shoot them, just felt really lame when you shoot them. I don't know, it just didn't, it feels like an old indie game before indie games were like a proper thing. It just seems really really badly designed and made, and I think that's what put me off the most. The gunplay didn't feel that satisfying. Oh, also got to mention real quick with Oblivion, I completely forgot. The reason I stopped playing was, one, I just didn't really care anymore, and two, my save file, the only save that I had for some reason, because I'm not used to pressing start and I'm to click save. I was used to auto-saving a lot of games back then. It saved it, I'm not even joking, when I accidentally pressed like R trigger and it hit like one of the soldiers. I was like with some knights and a king or something, and it like, I guess I've done it, and then by accident, so I put the controller down and gone poof, and I've gone, oh fuck, I need to save it. Save. And then obviously I've hit them without realizing, and then it just kept, every time I load the game, it just kept doing that, and then I just kept dying. Because I'd load and I had no health, I'd literally load and go, knights would run at me and I'd die. And I was fucked. And then my last save before that was about an hour. I just thought, I don't care enough to play this. I wasn't even invested in the first place, so I didn't bother. Anyway, speaking of Fallout, yeah, same problem with Fallout. Played that for about 4 hours. Didn't care about the story. Don't remember anything about the story apart from the vault. Didn't like the combat. I just found it boring, and I didn't care at all about what was happening or what the story was. And then I said to myself, Skyrim came out. Everyone said Skyrim is incredible, amazing game of the year, this, and this, amazing. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I just need to kind of look past that. I don't like that. I just these genres. This genre of game is not for me. But look past it, give it another go. Give it a shot, Dex. You're always open to new things. Try Skyrim. Got past the first bit. Spoke to a blacksmith, told me to go. And I remember just going, I don't really care. Fuck, I want to play something else. And I played something else, because loads of games come out in November. And I completely forgot about it. I haven't even played it since. I did get Skyrim on VR. And I actually kind of liked Skyrim VR just because it was a VR game, but the problem with that game is I get so motion sick from it. I was like, because the camera's moving around I get motion sick very easily. So Skyrim's a game that I can't play very long. I tend to like the games on the VR where it kind of like, you can look around and it's like a static camera. That tends to work better for me. But yeah, I just don't understand it. But I think it must be a genre thing, because I remember buying Dragon Age, the first Dragon Age, that is. Second one didn't mind too much. First one, hated it. Excuse me. Same thing as Oblivion. Hated Dragon Age. Got maybe 5 hours in. Thought it was really bad. The combat was terrible. I hated the combat. I just thought it was really boring. So I mean, it just must be me as a person. It's just I apparently don't really like medieval RPGs that much because I just find them boring. But then again, I didn't like Fallout. And you know what? I tried playing Fallout 4. It was on Xbox Game Pass, and I went, you know what, let's give it another go. Let's try Fallout. Everyone loves Fallout. It's gotta be a good game, right? Come on, maybe I was just young and ignorant. I don't know. Tried Fallout 4. Got bored after about 2 hours. Stopped playing. Completely forgot what even happened in the game. Don't even remember. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But then again, I say that, I quite liked The Witcher 3. I didn't play a lot of it because I was so busy at the time. And like, it's a game that I keep saving for a rainy day. But I want to beat all my other games first before I go back to Witcher 3. I played it for about 3 hours, but I remember actually liking that game. So I mean, I guess maybe it isn't a genre thing. Maybe I just don't like the way they make games. Bethesda RPGs, I don't know. But that's my controversial opinion. If you love Oblivion or Skyrim, any of the games I talked about, leave a comment down below, give me a reason why. If you don't like them, leave a comment giving the reason why. And yeah, hopefully you can accept my opinion and that they're just not for me. And yeah, hopefully not too triggered by my my hate on Oblivion, I suppose. But it is what it is. You can't love everything. So have a wonderful day.